who've come through the doors of the Department of Corrections in the last year have returned at least one other time. DEPCOR spokesperson Lieutenant Anton Uggins says they had 3,225 bookings last year. Of that, 3,198 were released, while about 30 stayed behind.
Out of those coming back and forth, 50% were repeat offenders. 62% of them were basically for a probation violation, court, drug testing, part of the drug court, things like that. 6% were for violent crimes, burglaries 8%, 7.3% was for family violence cases, things like that. These are the ones that just keep coming back.
While the Department of Corrections, by its very name, is intended to be a correctional facility to prevent offenders from coming back, the current population fluctuates around the 600 mark. 230 of them are inmates, while the remainder are detainees. It's the latter where the department is seeing the most recidivism, and there are no programs offered to them because they are presumed innocent.
So most of the time we're just warehousing them. We do have 200 some inmates. We do have Dr. Lighthizer does a program here and there, but we don't have, other than that, we don't have any other major programs. We used to have drug and alcohol and some other programs, but over the last several years, due to budget cuts and stuff like that, we've had to scale back on our programs. So really right now we aren't doing much.
And while he admits that they should be rehabilitating the inmates they keep in their custody, Lieutenant Uggins says there needs to be treatment to treat the underlying problems of why the individuals are incarcerated in the first place. 67% of the entire population is currently in jail for committing a drug-related crime.
Recidivism, there's a lot of factors that play into that. It's the job market outside. So when the inmates, and even if we give them a program, give them a drug program, give them that, learn to cope with it, when they go out, is there a job available for them? Are they going to be able to work? Is there any programs for them to follow through? Because most of our programs are short-term.
Uggins says there are stigmas associated with being incarcerated that often make it difficult for convicts to get a job, find transportation, get a driver's license, and insurance, making it a challenge to survive when they're released. Others don't have family support or job skills and get right back into the life of crime.
We've seen people come in here, 6, 7 times, 8 times in a year. That's where some of these numbers are. It's not just, different. Sometimes it's the same person over and over.
Uggins says until the department gets more funding to hire more caseworkers and others who can establish rehabilitative programs for the inmates, DEPCOR officials are just trying to hold down the line and do their best in hopes offenders won't keep coming back through their doors. Reporting for Guam's News Network, I'm India.